What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Katrina, you windmilling me for what? What I do? First of all, thank you for windmilling for me, but what you will what I do? Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Y'all, I did it again. I thought I had started the live, but I hadn't. Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, what's up, Mr. Robert Brown? I ain't seen you in a minute. I hope you are well. Hope you are well. Let's get ready to get into the things, you guys. So listen, them trolls coming for you about Kenya. Girl, thank you though. I appreciate you. Listen, people like who they like and they want to believe what they want to believe. At the end of the day, like I said, I stand by my reporting, and if I'm wrong, I will apologize. I ain't got no problem coming down here saying, y'all, I got it wrong. But I stand by it. Yeah, I heard that Diddy's mom was hospitalized with chest pain. So we definitely want to send positive vibes. You know, I want to say nothing negative or nasty. Hey, Montrez, absolutely. Literally, Montrez asked me if I'm going to the Janet concert tonight. Literally, when I get off of here, I am walking out the door. I got to run some errands, and then I'm headed to Baltimore. Yes, I am at the show tonight. Got my Janet t-shirt ready to go. With that being said, you guys, let's get into it. So yesterday, oh yeah, definitely shame on Puff. Yeah. Yesterday, it came out the story. Now I feel like we've already heard this story. But I think it was just confirmed, right? It was one of those stories that was like folklore, urban legend, but it was confirmed yesterday. So let me read you guys the story. This is coming from Rolling Stone magazine. Sean Combs allegedly threatened to see Vibe editor DEAD in the trunk of a car over cover dispute. Vibe's former editor-in-chief, Danielle Smith, claims that Combs turned up to the magazine's office in 1997, demanding to see the cover image before the magazine's servers disappeared. Sean Combs threatened he'd see Vibe magazine editor-in-chief Danielle Smith, I just said that, after she refused to let him see an advance cover of the magazine. The journalist claims in a personal essay for New York Times Magazine. Now, we're not going to read through the whole personal essay, but if you go to New York Times Magazine, I'm sure you can find it. Okay. Combs was slated to be on the cover of the magazine's December 1997, January 1998 issue. Pictured glowering in the camera over tinted shades with the white angel wings fanning out behind him, accompanied by the tagline, "The Good, the Bad, and the Puffy." A few days before the issue went to press, Combs allegedly insisted on seeing the cover image with the notion that if he didn't like it, he would force the magazine to change the cover. Smith, who was at the helm of the music magazine from 97 to 99, said she denied his request, explaining it was against the magazine's policy to show work ahead of publication. Flanked with his posse, Combs allegedly turned up to Vibe's office and demanded to meet with Smith, who clutched the issue's pages as she was whisked out of the office by her colleagues in order to avoid Combs. The next day, Combs allegedly called Smith and threatened her, taunting that he knew where she was. Smith said she demanded for Combs to retract his menacing threat, which he replied with a laugh and a F you. Smith wrote she was so rattled that she contacted her attorney, prompting Combs to fax over an apology a few hours later. Y'all know this was old, baby, when they was faxing stuff. You know, they was faxing stuff. You know this was old. Days later, Smith said the magazine servers were stolen from the office. With the large and heavy databases storing all of the pages for the magazine's upcoming issue vanishing. The suspicion was immediately placed on Combs and his bad boy crew. Luckily, a staffer has saved a version of the issue on a personal disc. Again, y'all remember when we used to use disc? and they were able to print the cover on time. Over the years, Smith said she interacted professionally with Combs while catching glimpses and hearing whispers about his alleged abusive behavior. She recalled early rumors that Combs had physically attacked a woman at Bad Boy's offices. Kirk Burroughs, another former Bad Boy employee, also told this same story to Rolling Stone. Smith says she witnessed an unsettling moment between Combs and Kim Porter. When Combs interrupted Porter while she had cocktails with friends, dumping out the contents of her purse on the table and demanding for her to go home. Smith opened up about her experience in light of Combs' current reckoning. The music mogul is the subject of a federal criminal investigation alongside civil lawsuits by 6 women and 1 man alleging a similar pattern of manipulation and abuse that stretched from the early 1990s to 2023. She says she had largely blocked out the reality of the harrowing incident until 2 other people relayed the events back to her, and the gravity of the situation came flooding back to her. Considering this nauseating image of myself running and hiding from Combs, of people at work protecting me, made me confront other things I'd possibly repressed about the feral and fantastic time in my life, she wrote. To be a powerful woman in the music industry and in the hip-hop media specifically exacted a toll I've resisted reckoning with. I could imagine that being a female in hip-hop in the 90s, being a powerful female in hip-hop in the 90s had to be a daunting thing, I'm sure. So, first of all, let me say this. Before we get into the second part of what I want to talk about, I just want to say this. Again, I read one of the comments under this when this was posted on the Shade Room or Neighborhood Talk or something like that. I remember somebody wrote a comment and said, a lot of people are feeling comfortable coming forward and telling their stories now because Diddy is in trouble and his power has been reduced, right? I don't think people really understand. We talked about this the other day when we were talking about the Kevin Hart situation. I don't know if people really truly understand that they are gatekeepers in the industry. There are people, if you cross them and you have any aspirations to be in the industry, you are clipping your wings. And you are possibly putting yourself in a position where you won't have a career. And there are people whose careers were snubbed short, right? Because of that. And so yes, now people are feeling comfortable telling their story because Diddy is no longer the big bad wolf. Like, did y'all hear what I just read? This man wanted to be able to control the cover of the magazine. And when he wasn't given that control, mysteriously, the servers were stolen for the whole damn magazine. I mean, Kawinky Dink. Kawinky Dink. Diddy got a whole person to sacrifice his freedom. Sean went to jail for something Diddy did, allegedly. The victim testified and said he did it. The victim, the person who was shot, told you who did it, and it wasn't Sean. Sean still went to jail. Sean went to jail. He did that time, and now he's saying, hey, you know. But he did that time. So, with that being said, let's get into the rest of this. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to share this out. Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Now, Eminem, we know 50 Cent stay trolling Diddy. But Eminem, who has released, I guess he released his album, the whole album that he's been teasing. And he even dissed Diddy. And I'm just going to read you guys some of the lyrics. So this is what the song says. It says, I'm a RAPER, got so many 5 A's. 5A. I'm just reading y'all the lyrics. I don't know the cancer and all of that. I'm just reading you the lyrics. Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Yep. R.I.P. Rest in peace, Biggie and Pac. Both of y'all should be living, but I ain't trying to beef with him because he might put a hit on me like Keffy D did him. And that's the only way you're going to be killing me. Ghastly and insidious as me or spitting as nasty. Next idiot asked me is getting his blank than Diddy did. That's blacked out. I don't know what he said. It's literally blacked out. I'm sure there's a word in there they don't, But on the real though, she probably ran out the room with his freaking dildo. He trying to field goal punt her. She said to chill. No. Now blank and get the steel toe. Ooh, Oh, he's talking about Cassie. Now, Eminem, that's a bit much, Eminem. But it's Eminem, child. It's Eminem. All right. So this must be a pretty new song. Okay. Does M know that Diddy had a hand in Pac's death, or is he just using the news? That I don't know. I don't know if he knows it to be a fact or if he's just using the news, but we're getting ready to talk about that in a minute. Course Correction says this is just evil. How many people knew he was a bad person? I've never worked in an environment where someone in power got away with being terrible. I have. I have. You must have worked in some great working environments. And again, terrible on a scale. Like, I'm not talking about I worked in an environment where I knew somebody was being physically assaulted or sexually assaulted. But I've definitely worked in an environment where people got away with doing shit they wasn't supposed to be doing. I absolutely have. Hell, I work in one now. Anyway, moving on. But again, I hear what you're saying, Course Correction. But again, hey, Chef Amber, how you doing, boo? But again, I just go back to what I said before about you have these gatekeepers. And here's the thing. We knew, and we've been saying this. We have all heard the stories about Diddy. We have all heard the stories about Diddy. But number one, we weren't in the 90s, we weren't in this constant news cycle. We didn't have the TMZs and the neighborhood talks and the shade rooms and like all of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't never heard of Trump. Course Correction. You never heard of Donald Trump. So my thing is, we've all heard those stories, but it's just now that people being held accountable. But we've heard the stories of Diddy. I don't think there's anybody in here. Hey, Miss Honey. I don't think there's anybody in here that hasn't heard the stories about Diddy. At least one. And again, it may not be to the extent of what we're hearing now, but we've all heard stories about Diddy behaving badly and getting away with it, right? So let's talk about it. Now, TMZ and a few other places are reporting that indictments are impending, right? They said there's been a grand jury. They said that the people that have filed civil lawsuits they've been reached out to, and most of them, if not all of them, have all spoken with the feds, have all given statements that they are all cooperating. We know that Cassie's lawyer has said that she was contacted and she is fully cooperating. And from my understanding, it's going to be coming out of the Southern District of New York. Whatever is coming for Diddy is coming out of the Southern District of New York. And we know that the Southern District very, very rarely swings and misses. They very rarely swing and miss. Now, I'm going to Child, let me find it. All right. I'm going to read you guys what was sent to me. Hold on, I got to scroll up, child. Let me scroll up. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to scroll. I didn't know how to scroll this far up. Okay, here we go. This is the information that was sent to me about what's going on with Diddy. Remember, this is all alleged information. I am not saying that this is fact. I'm saying this is information that was shared with me, and this is information I am sharing with y'all. I even sat on it for a while because this was sent to me on my birthday on July the 2nd. So I sat on it for a little while, but as you can see that TMZ and other news sources are reporting a lot of what I'm getting ready to tell you. Diddy to be charged with conspiracy after the fact in the death of Tupac. This is what is pushing the RICO charges. There was stored communication on Keffe D's CPU or Keffe D, what that man named Keffe, whatever, CPU, which directly ties Diddy to the conspiracy to conceal the death of Tupac. Now, y'all know that Keffe D is a Keffe D, whatever the man name is. We know that he is currently. Do I have my? Yeah, let me put my allegedly up, child. Let me put my allegedly up, child. This is all allegedly. Thank you. Thank you, boo. Y'all know that Keffe D is currently in the process of going through the court system, and he is charged with the death of Tupac. Allegedly, there were 3 men that were involved in the death of Tupac. 2 of those men are no longer with us, which is the reason why Keffe D is the only person being charged. We know that that they raided his home and they took out electronic equipment and things of that nature, looking for anything that will connect. What she is saying in this message, I shouldn't have told you the gender. Anyway, what the person is saying in this message is they found some evidence somewhere buried on an old computer that connects communication between Diddy and Keffe D. Now, you guys remember, this is the 90s. It wasn't a whole lot of people were emailing and sending messages through, computers. Also remember, stuff does not go away unless you unless you destroy that computer. If it was an old computer that somebody just had sitting in a corner somewhere, because I doubt a computer from the 90s was still functional. But or if it was in an email, emails don't go nowhere, even if you destroy the computer. So allegedly there was a connection, and that Diddy is going to be charged with conspiracy. Now, this is according to this. This is all alleged. Don't know it to be fact. Also, evidence obtained shows direct link to Biggie. Also, evidence obtained shows a direct link to Biggie's death. Indictment to be read from the Southern District of New York. Now, I'm not done. Oh, I'm not done. As conspiracy, I don't know what word they were trying to say right there. I think it's a spell check. Anyway, a cash payout of insurance policy against Biggie. The attorneys representing former attorneys, I guess. I don't know what this is saying. Had to recuse themselves from representation as they could have been charged. Now, you guys remember that story that came out a couple of weeks ago where allegedly Lady Gaga threatened her attorneys, because they have the same attorneys as Diddy, and said, if you don't recuse. If you don't stop representing Diddy, I'm going to take away my business. And remember, I told y'all then that I felt like that was a bit much, that I didn't think that was necessarily accurate, that like Lady Gaga is powerful, but money is still money. And if Diddy paying, he paying. Y'all remember when I told y'all that? Y'all remember when I told y'all that? So this sounds like, if this is true, I could see that story being planted to explain why they were now walking away from Diddy. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I could see that story being planted to give an explanation as to why they were walking away from Diddy. But I never believed that Lady Gaga just went in flexing her muscles and they were like, okay. Because again, Diddy got, I mean, as long as he has money and he's paying, like, we know that people can afford if they can afford an attorney, they can afford an attorney. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The last part, and again, these are all things that have been rumors for years. The last part says also, there are strong rumors that the FBI has launched an investigation. Oh, no, that's something different. I already told y'all about that. Hold on. There's something else I want to scroll down and read y'all. Hold on. Child, hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. Me and this person been talking so much. I gotta find. Oh, here's the last, and here's the rest of what I want to tell y'all. Hey, Miss Pretty Amazing. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. It's in here. I just want to make sure I'm reading it. I don't want to miss. I don't want to. If I can't find it, I'm just going to have to tell you what it is. All right, forget it. I'm gonna just tell you what it said. I can't find it. I thought it was right. I thought it was all right there together. Anyway, thank you, Destiny, and welcome. Y'all welcome Destiny. She says she is new to my channel, been here for about a month. Thank you, my love. Y'all welcome Destiny. Go on and give a warm welcome to the tribe. The other thing that my insider told me is that Diddy and his attorneys right now are currently negotiating bond and all of that good stuff, so that, you know, if and when he is indicted, that stuff is already taken care of, which we know rich people do that kind of stuff all the time. Also, I was told that the rumors are true that Diddy did marry the mother of his daughter. You guys remember, and again, I could pull old videos and stuff, but you guys remember when people were talking about Kim Porter? Yeah, Lexi, you got the red ball back, boo. Y'all remember when we were talking about the Kim Porter situation and all of the stories around her death and the mysteries surrounding her death? Y'all remember we had that conversation? So in the midst of that conversation, one of the things that came up is that Diddy was allegedly, you know, had her under surveillance. Y'all remember that? Remember they were saying that, you know, somehow he had her phone bugged or something to that effect, where he could keep up with her and knew where she was, when she was going, where she was coming, and that kind of thing. Y'all remember all those rumors that were going around that Diddy knew where she was, when she was getting there, how she was getting there? And that's why this phone came up missing, allegedly. Well, this woman, that's the mother of his daughter, that baby girl, that he according to my source, the rumors are true. He did marry her, but he married her so she can't be compelled to testify against him, because y'all know that they said that she was the person that helped him keep an eye on Kim Porter, because she used to work for the company. She worked for the people that was doing the surveillance. I would have to go back and pull all the information, child. We've been talking about Diddy forever. I just feel like it's so much stuff out there. But allegedly, Diddy did marry this woman, and he married her so she would not be compelled to testify against him, because it's cybersecurity. Yes, Katrina, because allegedly there is some rumbling that they are going to be looking into the death of Kim Porter as well. But the marital privilege won't exist for a co-conspirator, right? But if they're not considering her a co-conspirator, if they're just looking at, they're going to reach out to her to testify against him. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But that's a good point. If she's going to be, and that could be something they say, listen, we're going to charge you too. If you don't testify against him, we're going to charge you too. I don't know. But I'm just telling you what I was told, that allegedly she, they did get married, and that was part of the reason why they got married. Now that's mine. Because here's the thing. If Diddy did marry this woman, what would make Diddy marry this woman? And in all of his 50 years, he never married nobody, including Kim, J-Lo, Cassie, any of the other women that he was with. He never married none of those women, but all of a sudden now he marries this woman. It does seem a little suspect. Hey, Marty, thank you for rejoining the membership, my love. And again, this is all alleged. This is all alleged information. But multiple sources are reporting that Diddy is currently under investigation, and that there is a grand jury convened, and that there has been testimony before the grand jury. Now that I've heard from multiple sources. And I've heard that from people who are inside and outside of the legal field, and inside and outside of the industry. So I have heard that from multiple sources. So do not be surprised. Do not be surprised if we hear soon and very soon an indictment. Soon and very soon. And I mean soon. And very soon. Child, I think they do that every couple of months just to make sure you mean it, when you have like those automatic drafts. Because I've had so many people tell me they had that problem with YouTube and the memberships, including myself. I ain't saying Monday, course correction. I don't have a date, but what I'm told is it will be soon. I do not have a date, so I don't even want to put a date out there and y'all be like, you said it was going. I just know that I've heard that it'll be soon, and like I said, I've heard from multiple sources. I've heard from multiple sources that the grand jury has convened and there's been testimony. Elite Leo says there's a different lady that was on that raft with him in those pics, him whitewater rafting. I believe it was Jessie Mae, because of the tats the lady had. Well, here's the thing. I don't know who was whitewater rafting with him. And just because he married that woman don't mean he with that woman. I mean, do we really, let's assuming it's true, right? Let's assume that Diddy did marry that woman. Assuming it's true. I got this tea a while ago. I got this tea about you just came in, Lexi. I said I got it on my birthday. Actually, I got it on July the 2nd. And I was in, I was vacation. Listen, let me tell you something. I was in vacation mode. I was in vacation mode, but I'm bringing it to my people now. So I'm a little late, Lexi. I'm a little late bringing it to y'all, but just know that I'm bringing y'all information that y'all have not heard. Some of it you heard, some of it you have not heard. Yeah. I'm not saying that he married that woman because he in love with her and that's the love of his life and they're going to walk off into the sunset. I'm saying that allegedly he married that woman because there was an advantage for him that he felt like he needed. That's what I'm saying. He'll be charged by August. Maybe. What we do know is that if all of these people have testified like they said, like it's being reported, I don't see how don't see how a grand jury doesn't send an indictment. I mean, in the famous words of Jack McCoy, a grand jury will indict a ham sandwich. Y'all know my boy Jack McCoy, right? So I won't be surprised to see an indictment. I think we might be surprised to see the charges. I think we might be surprised to see what exactly is being alleged. I don't think people expected Biggie to be a part of the conversation. Really, I'm jealous of all your traveling. My friends are under their husbands. Child, let me tell you something. It's pretty amazing. You better come on and get in. Two of the people that I'm going to the Janet Jackson show tonight are married. Child, my friends get out. They be like, the girls are hanging out. I'll see you when I get home. Child, my friends be getting out. Y'all know I love me some Law and Order. Chickens are coming home to roost. Yeah, so you guys, I'm a little late with the tea. I am a little late with the tea, but I'm still ahead of most people. I am still ahead of most people. So with that being said, I just want to do a quick recap. Y'all can go over to the New York, I think it's the New York Magazine, and y'all can read Danielle Smith's full letter about her experiences as a woman in hip hop in the 90s, and specifically her story about Diddy and what happened. And what happened with her and Diddy. Again, those are stories that we've heard about, but they are no longer alleged now. She is confirming that the story did happen. We also talked about Eminem's new song where he disses Diddy, specifically talking about the situation with Cassie. And he also talks about Biggie and Tupac should still be alive. Somebody asked me, is he speaking because he knows some inside information, or is he just going by the news? Let's be clear. The news ain't said nothing about Biggie and Tupac. I mean, it has, but it hasn't. Like, that hasn't been a headline. So maybe Eminem, he is in the industry. Maybe he knows something we don't know. He's heard stories we ain't heard, right? I would not be shocked. To find out that he may have some inside information. I wouldn't be shocked. I'm not saying he does. I'm saying I would not be shocked to find out that he does. But in his new song, he specifically says that R.I.P. to Tupac and Biggie, they should still be alive today. And then from my sources are telling me that an indictment is coming soon, that Diddy is going to be allegedly charged with multiple indictments, but they are going for a RICO charge, and it is coming from out of the Southern District of New York. And like I told you guys before, we've talked about this before, the Southern District of New York, it swings, but it very rarely misses. So I do feel like watch Murder Rap Inside Biggie and Tupac's Murders on Peacock. Keith is talking on tape to cops about Diddy wanting Tupac and Biggie out of the way. Okay, got you. Is Carisha cooperating? Let me say this. Based on what we have learned over the last 6 months, I would go. Tracy said a 96% success rate. Tracy, I got you on Southern District of New York watch. Y'all know Tracy is my go-to. Y'all know she's my showrunner, and she is my go-to. I'm being told that an indictment is coming soon and very soon. I got you on Southern District of New York court watch, girl. I got you on watch. So you can pull that indictment if and when it comes down. I would not be surprised. What was the question somebody just asked me? Damn, I lost my train of thought. Carisha. What I am comfortable in saying, and I don't know this to be a fact, but this is what I'm comfortable in saying. I'm comfortable in saying Carisha has a story to tell. My opinion. I am comfortable in saying Carisha has a story to tell. Has Carisha spoken to the authorities? I'm going to say that's a 40% yes from me. I can't say 100%, But I'm going to say that's about a 40% yes for me. I definitely feel like somebody reached out to her. And I noticed that she made a comment a few days ago, like maybe a couple of days ago, I saw a tweet from her or a comment from her saying that she has to look out for her and her kids. And she's made a couple of comments along those lines. But do I think that she's been reached out to? Absolutely. Do I think she's been talking? I don't know. But I'm going to say 40% yes. I'm going to say 40% yes. Ebby said, Carisha dumb butt better be singing like a canary if she got any sense. She better be, but I don't know if she is. Carisha has 2 young children. One of the kids lost their father a couple of years ago, so she's more than likely cooperating if they've contacted her. Okay, Elite Leo said. And I can see, because she's been very quiet. She's been very quiet. Yeah, so I'm just going to say that I wouldn't be surprised to find out that she is. I would not be shocked to find out. So with that being said, you guys know that the minute I get it, y'all gonna get it. Quincy is Albie's son, but the twins are his sisters. They'll be fine. If y'all, I follow them on TikTok. I follow Quincy and the twins on TikTok. If you follow them on TikTok, or if you go over to TikTok, you notice that Quincy's TikToks have been very much about him and spending time with them and helping them. Like they dyed his hair. I saw a roll where they dyed his hair. There was a roll of him helping them get ready for prom. Like you see him, if you pay attention to his TikToks and his social media, he's playing a fatherly role with them. He's playing a very fatherly role with them. So I found that to be interesting that I'm seeing him more and more. What up? Kiss my cheeks. Yeah, girl, because I'm about to head out. I'm about to walk out the door. I got to finish throwing some stuff in my overnight bag, and I'm about to get out of here. What about Christian? Don't know. Which one is the one? Is Justin the one that was a part of the lawsuit from Lil Rod? Was that Justin? What up, Geechee girl? Hey, boo. Yeah. So I find it interesting. Like I said, Quincy is the oldest. He's technically Albie Shore's son, but Diddy's played that fatherly role in his life. But again, if you go and you watch his social media, you see that he's playing a very fatherly role with those twins. So I found that to be interesting. Yes, ma'am. And that is what leads me to believe that he will be raising them. Yep. See, Brown Mama said it. Hey, Fifi TV, happy birthday, my Cancer sister. Happy birthday. Both are in various lawsuits. Okay, so then I don't know about Justin and Christian. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really follow them like that. I don't know. So anyway, like I said, we have Tracy on Southern District of New York watch. My sources tell me that an indictment is coming soon, that Diddy has already started. His attorneys have already started negotiating the bond arrangements and the surrender arrangements. That's my understanding. So we'll see. And again, like I tell you guys before, I can only give you the information that's given to me. If it turns out to not be accurate, which I don't believe it to not be accurate, then I'll come down and be like, damn, I got it wrong. I don't have no problem admitting that the information wasn't accurate, but I don't believe that to be the case. I thought Kimora raised those girls. No, Kimora didn't raise them, but she's active in their life. She's very active with those girls. But I wouldn't use the word raise them. I don't know if I would use that term, raise them. You can't see the chat, Fifi? I don't know why. If he had a hand in all those deaths, he's a serial. He's I mean, from my understanding, that's why I wish I could find that other message, because I don't know where I put it. But that's the other thing. See, so from my understanding, there are 3. From my understanding, there could possibly be charges related to the deaths of 3 people. 2 people who are no longer with us, and 1 person for attempted unaliving, right? The person that is that he may be charged with attempted murder, is a John Doe. Is a John Doe. Now we don't know who that could possibly be, but allegedly there's a third person that could possibly that there's 3 people that he may be charged with the deaths of or the attempted deaths of. And the 2 people we already talked about, Tupac, Biggie, and there's a third person. It would be attempted because that person is still alive, but they are fully cooperating and they are a John Doe right now. It's a man. They are currently a John Doe. Now, I don't have the names. I don't know the name. I see y'all dropping names in the chat. I don't know. I honestly do not know who that third person is. But that's why I wish I could find. That was the other part of the message. I don't know where the rest of that message is. Anyway, let me get ready to get out of here because I gotta go see my my daddy before I head out of town, and I gotta drop off. I gotta take some stuff down to the Goodwill, and then I'm headed down to Baltimore to go see my girl. Janet, honey. It may be many people I can think of because many tried to get away from Diddy. Yep. Albie did speak on. I ain't gonna say it was Albie, but I see a lot of y'all putting his name in the chat. Yep. So when I get more information, I'll share more information. Matter of fact, let me make sure my eye in the sky didn't drop me something before I get off of here, because you know my eye in the sky is always watching. So let me see if make sure my eye in the sky didn't drop me some information before I get off of here, because my eye in the sky is always around, honey. Okay. No, my eye in the sky didn't drop me any new information about that. So with that being said, y'all, I'm about to get off of here, and I will talk to you guys later. Mwah! Peace. Oh, you know I'm going to do me a review of Janet, honey. We're going to talk about that Chuck probably, if not Sunday, Monday, because I'm not sure what time I'm getting home Sunday. And I think I might go swimming. If I do get home early enough, I think I'm going to go swimming. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.